For those of you with children who are in their teens or 20s or wherever in life they are, there's always going to be a point, I think, when they're going to say, wow, you're spending more time with Gramps, Grandma, Grandmother, Grandfather, Aunt Lily, Uncle Sam, whoever. You're spending more time with them and looking after them than you are with me. Like, I'm your son, I'm your daughter. What's going on here? And that calls for, ideally, a preemptive conversation that explains what's going on here. And at the worst, a reactive conversation, but nevertheless a very legitimate and important conversation about relationships and expectations and what we need to do to try to balance our life in looking after the interests of all of those we love in our family. Our children should never think that we are thinking less of them, aren't loving them just as much as an aging parent. But the reality that we sometimes don't do a good job explaining is that there are slices of life where the relationship with one loved one is a little more intense than with another. We sometimes maybe need to remind our children that, guess what? When you were 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, we were focused on you and bringing you along so that you could grow to be a healthy adult. And right now, you are a healthy adult, and now I got to focus over here on this aging parent or other loved one who requires now the kind of attention and caring that we used to be able to give over here. So it's not loving you less or loving them more. It's how we use the time and resources and energy and ability that we have in hand. And that's a very important conversation to have, not once, not twice, but a number of times, to reinforce that concept with all of our family, and especially our children, who rightly sort of can expect to say, where are you? What are you doing? That's not easy to do, but it really is an important investment in the ongoing relationship and concept of family. I know that I never did a really good job of that, and in retrospect, I know I tried to play catch-up, but I probably strained relationships by not sitting down and having those kind of important conversations with my children at a time when I probably should have. So hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes.